Hello everyone, in previous video we introduced permutation and we also studied a mathematical formula related to permutation. The formula actually looked something like this. Here P refers to permutation, N refers to total number of objects, R refers to object data to be arranged, and this is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial. We can apply this formula in order to find out in how many ways we can arrange a certain number of objects out of total number of objects. Now, let us solve some mathematical problem by using this formula. Here's our first word problem. So now let's see, find the number of permutations of 5 different objects taken 3 at a time. This problem is pretty much simple. Here we have total object 5 and we are taking 3 at a time, right? N becomes equal to 5 and R becomes equal to 3. The question is asking in how many ways we can permute 3 objects out of total 5 objects, or in other words, what is the total permutation of 5 objects taken 3 at a time. Okay, so let's begin. Solution. So n becomes equal to 5 objects because the total number of objects is of course 5 different objects, and we are taking 3 objects at a time. So R becomes equal to 3 objects. Now it is pretty much simple. We simply have to use this formula. We just have to apply this formula. P n comma r since is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial. After we plug in the values of n and r, n is equal to 5 and r is equal to 3, we received p 5 comma 3 to be equal to 60 ways, or permutation of 5 objects taken 3 at a time is equal to 60 ways. In other words, we can permute 3 objects out of 5 different objects in altogether 60 different ways. Now let's have a look at another problem. If 3 persons enter a bus in which there are 10 vacant seats, find in how many ways they can sit. So there are 10 vacant seats, and there are 3 persons whom are entering the bus. Now we have to find out in how many altogether ways those 3 persons can sit in 10 different seats. In the problem there was 10 vacant seats and 3 persons whom were entering the bus. So since there are 10 vacant seats, that's why n is going to be equal to 10. Total number of seats, n is going to be equal to 10. So n is equal to 10, and there are 3 persons whom are entering the bus. So r becomes equal to 3 because those 3 persons are going to be arranged in those 10 different seats, in those 10 different vacant seats. So n becomes equal to 10. Total number of object or total number of seat is actually equal to 10, and there are 3 persons whom are entering the bus. So that's why r becomes equal to 3 because those 3 persons are going to be arranged in those 10 seats. Now again, by applying the same formula, since p n comma r is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial, now again we simply have to plug in the value of n and r, and then we will find out in how many ways those 3 persons can sit all together in those 10 different vacant seats. This is equal to now, so p 10 comma 3 becomes equal to 10 factorial over 10 minus 3 factorial is equal to 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 factorial over 7 factorial. Now 7 factorial cancel out, and then we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 20 ways. Therefore p 10 comma 3 is equal to 720 ways. Now what does this mean? It means that those 3 persons can actually sit in altogether 720 different ways in those 10 vacant seats. I'll repeat again, those 3 persons can sit in altogether 720 different ways in those 10 vacant seats. So this is the possibility by which they can sit in 10 different vacant seats.